What's going on, y'all? This is Eagle Eye Gordon here, back with another update in my car again. I was just like, let me just turn on this camera. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but let me see. Hair struggles have been kind of persisting a bit more because of the fact that I've been a bit more busier over the past couple of weeks than I usually am. I had a couple of job interviews, had some stress, had some car issues. I just didn't really have a whole lot of time to tend to my hair as I usually do. And usually when I go through spurts like that, that's when I tend to have the struggles. So I may have had a bit more crown breakage, because when I finally did get a chance to, which was today, to decondition my hair and do all that fancy stuff that I usually do, the whole shebang, it took about maybe almost 2 hours longer, because I had knots for days. The elasticity was kind of wonky. My usual hair products were not working as well as they usually do. When I have those days, it's like I literally wanted to throw in the towel. That's how bad it was. Like, I wanted to just say, you know what, fuck it. Why do I have this long hair? No, never mind. I made it work. So whatever little bit of breakage that I do have, I'll get it back. It wasn't a whole lot, just like more so in the back, which is where it usually happens, like the back up top. So some more rice water, a little bit of olive oil, and cayenne pepper, which I don't know if I dropped that tip before, but yeah, if you got some breakage issues, or you want some hair growth remedy, try a little bit of olive oil. Yeah, the windows roll down because of the fact that it's humid in this car. I don't feel like putting more gas in my car to run the AC, so yeah, random shit. So anyway, yeah, use some olive oil and some cayenne pepper, or just some red pepper, or it could just be any kind of red pepper that's not like a pizza pepper, the little round specks of pepper that you put on pizza. Don't use that. With like the spice that you get in like the little jar or whatever. Put a little of that with some olive oil. You can heat the olive oil up if you want. Give yourself kind of like a hot oil treatment. It will give you results. So yeah, that's a tip that I segued into. Yay! Always trying to help y'all out, right? So, I get a lot of comments saying, people like, you got some nice hair, I wish I had your hair and all that stuff. It's like, what some of y'all have to understand is that to some people, somebody else's hair may look easier, but to them it may not be easy. What I personally think is that the thicker that your hair is, the more you got to do, the more you got to work with. To me, not saying that finer hair textures like type 4 or even type 3C like mine are not complicated. It's just that when you have more on your head to work with, the more complicated it could be. Sometimes you don't know the time and effort that person put into to get that hair looking the way that it is. I mean, there are some people out there that have some really easy motherfucking hair. It is what it is. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of envy that. I don't wish that I had that hair, but sometimes when they'll say yeah, I spend like 20 minutes doing my hair, it's like, yeah, I kind of wish I had that. Like, I don't want to not have what I have. I just wish that the regimen was not like what it is. I wish it was kind of like theirs, but again, not everybody can have it all. Is what it is. So just appreciate what you have. You know, I think that all hair is great hair. I ain't about that good hair, bad hair bullshit. I ain't on that shit at all. I've seen people with type 4 hair that look, you know, it looks great. It really does look great. Like, I've seen some people with some straight hair that, like, your hair look like shit. Like, are you fucking paying attention to your hair? Like, yeah, it may grow fast or whatever, may be easier, but it's like, that doesn't mean you don't have to, you know, take care of it. Like, have you ever seen somebody with straight hair that looks so fucking untamed that it looks like fucking like a broomstick? I've seen some people with some bone straight hair. Their hair looks like a fucking burl of hay because they just don't do shit to it. They don't know how to take care of it. Even though I would assume that it wouldn't really take much, just a good shampoo, condition, and just let it air dry. I mean, what detangling do you have to do? But like a lot of them don't even do that. They just like wash in the shower, probably shampoo with some fucking Suave and shit, and just let that shit. I used to work when I was working at Amazon, right? It was another guy there with long hair. He was actually one of my supervisors, and he was interesting because he was kind of like an emo goth kind of motherfucker. He was short as fuck. He looked like a damn leprechaun. He used to wear these, like, those warlock boots. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, somebody see that person on the street, you kind of like, oh, okay. Don't know about that person, whatever, yada yada yada. Anyway, he actually was a really cool guy. Like, the way he looked was not his personality, really. It was just kind of like his thing, whatever he was into, goth music or whatever. I ain't judging, but anyway, he had really, really long hair, like almost down to like his waist, and it was nice. It was fine hair though, like it was fine. Um, really long brown. He said it grows fast. He said, "Well, my hair is easy. Like, it's just easy." I'm like, okay, but there was actually some days where it's like his hair didn't look that great. There was a lot of days when his hair did look great, but when it didn't look great, it didn't look great. And I even told him one time, like, look, you got to deep condition. Like, one time it was so bad, I was like, you got to deep condition that shit. Because I think it was because it was humid and raining in the warehouse. And surprisingly, even though his hair was like type 1, which is straight hair, it got really frizzy one day. And I'm like, he just went outside, like, he just like stepped in the rain, like, he was like, and I'm like, I would never do that shit to I couldn't do that shit with my hair in the rain. Black folks, like, hell to the motherfucker, no, we ain't doing that shit. Anyway, he stepped outside in the rain, like, fucking in like in the movies and shit. Like, I'm just gonna bask in the rain. And he came back, his hair was so damn frizzy. I was like, motherfucker, you need to deep condition that shit. He was like, what's that? I'm like, okay, yeah, you need to get up on it. You need to get up on that shit. Anyway, that's random. Oh, the light. This isn't my normal camera. It's actually an old cell phone. Oh yeah, because I lost my regular camera the other day. So I'm using an old cell phone camera to film this. So yeah, exclude the poor lighting in my car. Okay. It is 6:18. Sunlight's going down, so hopefully it'll stay up long enough to finish this video. Anyway, what else I want to talk about? Yeah, another hair tip. Let me see, another hair tip. If you want to refreshen your hair without washing it, because you want to stretch it out some more, what you can do is take a a little bit of baking soda into a water bottle, maybe a teaspoon of it. Shake it up, spritz it over your hair, not a whole lot, and then like just kind of blot your hair with your hand, like you know that praying hand palm technique. Just kind of like spread your palms down your strands with it, and it'll work kind of like a dry shampoo, momentary hair cleaning solution until you want to really wash it. Try that. It's gonna again help y'all out. I think part of the reason why I had some of the breakage that I had this year was because of the fact that oh yeah, I started a new anxiety medication because I got anxiety. So it didn't make my hair fall out, but it kind of thinned it out a little bit up top, and that's what caused some of my elasticity issues and maybe some of my breakage. Funny story, back in 2016, I had a doctor, right, for a brief time. Um, she was white. I could tell she was kind of like somewhere from European country. I don't know, like Ukraine or something. Uh, and I kind of picked up some hints from her early on that she may be a little bit of a low key prejudice. But I was like, whatever. I'm just here for my medical, whatever. So the first couple of visits were okay. Then by the third visit, she was like, I want you to try this new sinus medication because it was wintertime, it was flu season, all that shit. I'm like, well, I don't really have any issues with my sinuses at the moment. She was like, well, I recommend it because it's all this stuff going on. Of course, it was not COVID time yet. She's like, it's all this stuff going on. I think I just want to keep you safe and all that. I'm like, okay, whatever. It was like a little nasal kind of sinus slash kind of cold medicine, whatever. Not cold medicine, just stuff to keep your immune system up. You just spray it into your nostril and all that shit. So I used it for about maybe a week and a half. I started to notice clumps of hair on my left side just kind of thinning out, gradually thinning out, but then breaking off. Like the medication I'm on right now is not doing that, but this one, it thinned out and then just snapped off. So I had all of this breakage like on the sides, right? So had a follow-up visit with her, and then I told her what was going on with this medication. I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep taking this, because I care a lot about my hair. She was like, well, you have a lot of hair, so I don't know like what you're really worrying about. Most black people don't have long hair like you have. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll grow back, boy. That's literally what she said. She said, boy. Looking back on that, I handled that really professionally. Like I kind of gave her a look, but then like I was like, in the back of my mind, I don't think that this is gonna work out. So long story short, I dropped her ass as my doctor because I was picking up those hints along the way. That I don't know what her agenda is. It's something about her is not right, and then boom, that intuition was right. So yeah, she's not my doctor anymore. I could have actually went to the higher ups and be like, yeah, she's said some kind of prejudice things to my face. I was like, what, I don't want to do that. She's a foreigner here. I ain't trying to get her ass deported and all that shit. It's a funny story. That just randomly came back into my mind, like, but thankfully my hair did grow back because I knew about all of the scalp massage and all that stuff, olive oil treatment. I knew all about that at that time. Thank goodness. I wish I knew more about the stuff that I'm doing right now. Back when I was first starting to grow my hair, man, my hair would be like, again, not that my hair is not growing. I'm glad that I shaped it when I did, but one thing that I do admire is like I know it's like a lot of. There was this one guy that I've seen before. He had really really long dreadlocks, really long dreadlocks. Like, he said that he's been growing his hair like just for like maybe 5 years, and his dreadlocks are like down to like his hip or something. I'm like, only 5 years? It's like, yeah, it's the first time I ever grew my hair. It's like, I admire the people that, they grow their hair for the first time and they don't do shit to it. Like, they don't try no hair color. They don't try no special hair products. They don't relax it and all that shit. That virgin hair. Anytime I get a chance to meet a person like that, just grew their hair for the first time and it's just flourishing, I say, keep up what you're doing. Don't try shit. Don't try shit. If you want the hair to keep growing, don't try it. No, do what you want to do, but it's like, I just wish that I didn't do some of the stuff that I did back then, because my hair, it will be fucking like bam, like all of the possibilities. But natural hair is all about trial and error, unfortunately. Just a bit more trial and error than, some other kind of people, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm just thankful to have hair. I look at it this way. Some guys can grow their hair really long, really fast, but a lot of them say they wish they could grow a beard. And they may grow like a few specks of hair for a mustache, but they can't do nothing else. They're just not blessed to have that. I'm blessed to have a beard that grows like in 2 minutes. Again, I'm not boasting. I'm not boasting nothing like that. I'm just trying to give an example. Like, some people wish that their hair could grow super long. My hair grows. It doesn't grow fast. It doesn't grow slow. It just grows. Some sections of my hair grow a bit faster than others. Other spots, like the hair on my right side, grows faster because it's looser than the left side. But it grows. Overall, it grows. But my beard just... It's complicated when I got like job interviews and stuff like that, because that's when I have to shape it all up and all that shit, because usually whenever I do get one, it's like my beard is like out the ear, like it's like 1 inch away from being the Rick Ross situation. So I have to like cut all that shit off. That takes about 30 minutes actually. And I actually had a job interview a couple days ago, and I cut most of this off, at least 40% of it off, and now it's already back. So I'm trying to see if I should really get into like the beard kind of gang thing going on. Like, beards are super popular now. Like, there's beard gang, beard member, beard groups and all this shit. It's like, I'm thinking, should I kind of get into this? I mean, beard is pretty much as much of an art form as hair on your head, really, now, because beard game is strong. It really is. I just never really paid that much attention to it. I did one video on it, and because I was just trying out some new random product again, because I got it from a beauty supply, but I haven't really paid that much attention to it since. But I might get back into it. I don't know, because my beard, it just grows like fucking wildfire, So maybe I should get into styling it. Anyway, wow, almost 20 minutes. All right, that's all I really got for you right now. Talk to you guys again. Probably in my car. All right, y'all.